And something's going on. It don't make, I'm just saying, you know, maybe I should ask for more, but I'm going to be satisfied. That's fine for me. Tell the truth. The white man is acting exactly like I asked him. Oh, Allah, make a fool out of that boy. Have him running around with a chicken. That's what they're doing. And they don't see nothing. And the whole world is watching them. And then they send over the 100-year-old lady over there. And China start tightening up. I hope somebody gives this thing to the Chinese embassy so they can, but the Chinese, they're not into, the method we use is kind of colored, and they're not into it, just like one of our famous Imams. He wasn't into, you know, the stuff we use. It probably would work for everybody, but we use it this, maybe it's just, the combo is fine for me, for now. Nobody else is using or thinking about it, right? Maybe they don't have the nerve. Maybe they don't have the courage. Maybe they don't believe it. That making fun of the system is the way you're going to ease through all of this. And not easy. You ain't going to get it easy. What I'm saying is everything that we have asked Allah for, we got it. Even stuff with your children, with my sons, I just asked Allah, because they were surrounded, it was fitting into us. You know, all the Negroes there with police. Just keep them alive till they can learn better. Well, Allah kept them Negroes, one is almost 60 years old. 58, something, the same thing. The other's just 2 years, 55, I don't know. And they don't get it. They don't get it. I have to tell you this because my oldest son, I've told you this before, but it was just funny. There was something going on out there and they wanted to, yeah, Dad, I'm gonna move on that nigga. I said, well, has he been doing the same thing to other people? Yeah, that nigga just messing with everybody. I said, hey, you come on out here a while and I'll give you the game on how to take care of that. So I got my son out here and he started laying around, lift weights for 2 months. Then he brought his friend out. And then the word came through that somebody had shot the Negro. I said, okay, you can go now. I'm going back out there. I said, when a Negro do something, get at the back of the line. Never get at the front of the line for one of them Negroes. He didn't do it. Get at the back of the line. He did it to everybody. And I know Oakland, it's like I know here, it can't be no more than 1, because that's the way it goes. That's the rule. He stayed out here, lifted iron with me, got big as a house, and then he went back. And his friend went back, his friend died, his friend had AIDS, I think, yeah, he should. Fish, they used to call it. We used to call it Sabiqun. So anyway, went back, and it was one more time. This happened close together. He said, yeah, Dad, you know what I spot on 96? I said, yeah, you want to hang out around there, yeah, we all hang out. He said, and he called the guy's name. So-and-so came up on the porch. Said, hey man, Cheryl, let me holler at you, man. I got something to talk to you about da-da-da-da-da. He said, when I got to him, the Negroes came by and sprayed the whole porch. See, my son was friends with more than one crew. So they looked up there and they saw him. So the guy said, one of his friends, he said, let me pull him back. Man, I'm gonna put him back. Niggas get away. They'll see us. You know, let me holler. So he went on, hey man, let me holler at you. Da, 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 da. I mean, when he come down off the porch, the niggas pulled up in the car right next to him. He was left sitting there, standing there watching him. And when it's one group of your friends blasted another, your hands is tied, ain't a whole lot you can do. You know, because you're equal friends with them, equal friends with them. And I asked him, I said, you didn't get no rest of that today? No, I didn't. I said, good God Almighty. To me, I said, the boy ain't gonna make it. He's all over. It's stuff like that, it ain't happening, you know. So, you know, like in Jahiliyyah, I could pick up on certain things, you know. And I was just saying, man, my sons, I guess, well, I didn't got what I asked for. Well, I keep them alive till they learn a little bit more. Is that thing still working?
No. My charge just went off. Dang. No.
Is that
this was on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
This was on.
All right, we'll keep on rolling. Okay, let me speed up here.
Let me try. While you talking, then let it charge.
Okay. Well, that's the thing, it's about charging, okay.
Yeah, it won't charge while it's on for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, all right. Well, I seek of you help with faith and virtuous manners, achievement of goal, and felicity in the hereafter. Your grace and security and your forgiveness and pleasure. You know, I say that because something is happening. I'm getting very happy, and there ain't nothing nobody can do about it because it ain't none of the dumb stuff from boss man affects anything. You know. So these dua, O Allah, I seek your help with faith, and faith with virtuous manners. So we're asking Allah's virtue and manners. And this is a big hadith because we're not only asking for faith and everything, and health, but we're asking for health with faith. Good health with faith. And faith with virtuous manners. Okay, I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying, we have to keep score of what we're doing. So we keep score with Negroes, white folks, and everything. It's not that we got two good deeds, they don't have none. But in a way, you're keeping a physical score, like watching the game. What's the score? Not keeping score where it says, I'm in better shape than them niggas, because I got 17 over here, you know what I mean? And they got -5. Not that type. But, like it say, with this thing about say a word directed toward the straight path. And it'll correct your deeds, right? It will make your deeds sound. So say a word that's correct. I'm saying that now because right now there's some of the people are mistaken what we're saying, and I'm saying this to correct. Like, if I said the other day, yeah, you know, little vision, well, they don't know why that pool popped up. Shoot, it may be that the eye medicine I had, I might have stopped taking it, or anything. They don't know whether I automatically blame boss man first. So I'll go through that analytical process. But I'm not going to lean on that, you know, like that's the only analogy. To me, no white man, he doing this. No. I might just do that, that's automatic, that's boss man, that's around. But that's automatic. But I'm gonna go through that.
Right.
You know. Now with them, because I got a call, I was telling you the other day, and the Negro wasn't Mukhtar and it wasn't Khadijah. Now, Khadijah will talk to me, but Mukhtar won't, for some reason. I guess he just know he's lying, and Khadijah don't care. And the other Negroes don't care. And they think like if they have Negroes at the Masjid, and they have police at the Masjid to throw me out when I come, I'm looking at it like that's a pleasure. I keep all the rest of the things that I got, and this is building up. It's wonderful. And they have no idea that from being raised in the hole, you know, going to the Sorry all the time, and going to the hole all the time. And then, you know, when things was getting funny in Oakland, the helicopter would be, now my oldest son remembers it very well, it would be right over the house. I'm estimating the helicopter would be 25, 30 feet over the house, and the house would be shaking. And it'd make me mad. And in the beginning, it'd make you paranoid. White man doing this, white man doing that. Now, remember, this is not 50 years ago. You have to imagine the changes I was dealing with. The changes I was dealing with then knocks everybody out of the box. Nobody is able to stand that. And I stood it. And I got just enough time to get around the world, do what I got to do. So I went through several of those changes. Okay. That dumb stuff right now don't have, all it do is confirm. You know what I mean? It's a confirmation of what I'm doing. If something happens here, it confirms what's happening. It ain't nothing bad. And that's the way it is no matter what it is. Okay. Therefore, the period we're living in is, I would say, one of the best. It's not one of the best periods. It's the best period of my life. Because I lived the other. I know what I was doing. With all that money, I know how I felt. You know, I know how I felt. I know how this feels. And this is unbelievable. To other people, it looked miserable. To me, it's heaven on earth. Okay. Here on functional money, they take the money out of the bank account. That would make everybody go crazy. Because that money's there for a certain reason. then, okay, so you hustle up a little bit, and they take that, 30 grand. Then recently, they take that, another 30. And you would wonder why you put it there, why? Because it's women. And where I put it, nobody could walk straight to that without tearing anything else down, right? Unless they was looking at it. So it confirms everything out,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right.
It's too easy. It's too easy, you know what I mean? Okay, nobody, actually I'm happy, I'm thankful to be here. I know what we're doing. When I read the hadith, I can see us writing the hadith. And I look at everybody else. They're not going to reach revelation and revolution because they're not giving it a chance. They ain't going to do nothing. That happened, they break for the door. They break for the door running. Or when they family, you know, be family, friend, da, 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 da. Well, that's part of it you have to take. That's part of it. I don't believe, but 97% of the people are not going to mix their family up in it on a deep way. They're not going to do it. Okay, that's the safest thing for them to do, but they don't see the safety like that. You can see the way the people roll through here. They don't see it. And I look at them and I said, man, if I had, you know, the younger people are, that as a family, the more responsibility you have. Like if you got a grown 20-something-year-old Negro and he get hit by a car or he get something, then you feel bad, but it's not bad as if you wasn't looking at a 2-year-old, 5-year-old that don't know all that stuff.
Right.
Well, it's not, you know, okay. So, I asked Allah to help me with the language because I know the language is not getting through because the people are acting, I'll call it dumb. They're acting dumb. And I mentioned to people that instead of doing that, you know, you ought to go somewhere else because it's not safe around. You don't look at just look at the reason I'm saying this is because, man, you got to stop talking about Hashim and you talk about, now this Negro is not supposed to have nothing to do with Hashim. I'm talking to. That's Khadijah now, friend. They're Sunnis. Hashim them is Shias.
Right.
They don't have nothing to do with each other. Except if they had to meet at the bank to worry about my bank account, you know. Stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Okay. So, what is the status of us and the movement? The status is we're fine. Why? Because there's a lot of things we need to do, but speak a word, Kaul and Sadida. And we live an open life, so people can't put nothing on us like, you did this, you did that. I said, y'all ain't got no 15 or 20 year celibate imam, Negro imam. They don't make them. I mean, maybe say, but me. And they was all watching, sneaking around, looking, and you know, pouring down rain outside. And you're a white woman. I just wanted to think about this. Suppose a Negro, and you built too bad. And I'm 10 years into celibacy, and everybody know it. So what would be the word? I'm riding down the street with you in the middle of the night. You know the record. The best time for making love is the wee hours when it's pouring down rain. You know, one lady called. She says, I look like Imam, the model, the Ethiopian, somebody. Right. And so at that time, my son used to sleep kind of close to me in the back room. He was 16, he said. So and the phone was a wall phone. I said, sister, you can't call here telling me about your vagina? Because she's talking about how she loved and then she slipped into, I said, sister, you can't be calling here talking about your vagina and how it looked and everything. So my son said, give me the phone, Dad, and let her tell me. That was popping. I said, anyway. But they don't make Negroes like that. I know they don't because I was in the game with all of them. And in the dunya, if a cutie pie wanted to hook up with them, they hooked up with them. Either do regular, she like me, she choose, and I want to pimp. You know what I mean? And so, because she choose. Okay. So we know how that goes. They don't make celibate imams. And then they had the imams that I was around that time up in New York. They was getting 2 or 3 wives. And so was all the rest of them. So sometimes they drank